So, good morning everyone. By the way, my name is 2Duliguez, the next supporter of this group, which is the group 6. So, the topic that I will discuss today is the continuation of the topic that being discussed by Mr. Roberto. So, let's start. Positive relationships. So now let's talk about the interpersonal teacher and student behavior in positive relationships. So when we say interpersonal, it is involving relations between persons. So it is a specific type of social skills help you to interact, communicate, and collaborate with others effectively. The effectiveness of a teacher's interpersonal skills will enhance the quality of their lecture or teaching methods. Learners prefer learning through communication and interaction because that's how we learn effectively, by expressing ideas and exchanging information with other people. And I find it interpersonal skills is somehow extremely important in teaching profession for creating and maintaining meaningful personal relationship in the workplace, because people with good interpersonal communication skills can and therefore build healthy relationships, and for me that is very important in the learning environment. Teachers talk shows that teachers experience students with whom they have a positive relationship to be mostly supporting and collaborating in class. Teachers describe the students as being highly engaged during the lesson. They share their thoughts on a subject and volunteer on questions. Sometimes the students even take control of their own learning. Um, um, a positive relationship between student and teacher plays a large role in part of a child's academic success and social development. And it also increases learners' sense of belonging, self-respect, and self-acceptance, and thus increase their academic performance. Establishing a positive relationship with their teacher helps a student feel more comfortable and safe in their classroom environments. And with this, students who have access to more strong relationships are more academically engaged, having stronger social skills, and experience more positive behavior. Interpersonal interaction skills revolve around the ability of the teacher to provide certain conditions which are essential in creating a positive educational setting. So, based on my research, um, um, there are conditions consist of warmth, empathy, respect, genuineness, self disclosure, and confrontation. So now let's talk about the warmth. So warmth, it is a teacher's ability to demonstrate that he or she cares for the student as a person. For instance, by simply listening to their concerns, acknowledge their presence, and if there are events in school where students participate in, they show up and cheer them or support them. So those are ideas to show to students that you care as a teacher. But anyway, there are many ways to show that you care for your students. Second is empathy. Empathy, it is a teacher's ability to communicate and understand and an understanding of the students' interpersonal communications. So the teacher must actively listen to what the students say. So it is like showing to your students that as a teacher, I am here to listen to you. You wanted them to feel them that they are not alone, and your role as a teacher is to help and guide them. So next, the third one is genuineness. Genuineness, it is a teacher's ability to be real or honest with the students. So genuine teachers show a willingness to share details of their life and display elements of their humanity by telling personal stories, making jokes, and admitting mistakes. So the fourth one is respect. It is a teacher's ability to demonstrate a belief in the students to demonstrate a belief in the student's ability to solve his her own problems. Um, Teachers must never embarrass a student in front of other students, because as what I have observed in the new setting of learning, there are many videos in social media of a disrespectful interaction of a teacher to students. May napanood ako sa video sa FB na nagalit yung guro sa kanyang estudyante because of a poor signal. At tapos sinabihan ng guro yung estudyante na huwag ka na mag-aral kasi ganun. Um, um, Yun nga, walang stable internet connection yung estudyante. At ang nakita kong mali doon is the response of the teacher, which is very disrespectful. So that's why all educators should show their students respect at all times, including tense moments of conflict, and smart enough to not conduct themselves in this manner. Teachers must think before they react and choose their words carefully. So the fifth one is self-disclosure. So it is a teacher's ability to reveal experiences of his or her own that were similar to what the students is experiencing. It is important for teachers to take the time to show their human side and sharing of personal information that can help to build positive relationships. So the last one is confrontation. It is a teacher's ability to inform the student of a discrepancy between things that he or she has been saying and things that he or she has been doing. So in confronting students, it is crucial to not lose your temper and remain calm, especially with students who have problems. So those are the core conditions. So now let's proceed to the next one. So now let's talk about the interactions in positive relationships. So there are two dimensions. So the first dimension is communion dimension. A complementary reaction consists of a similar response in terms of friendliness or hostility. Um, uh, the communion dimension is a friendly interaction, such as a teacher showing supportive behavior and a student reacting in a collaborating manner, while a hostile interaction, such as the teacher showing confronting behavior and a student reacting in an equally confronting manner. So this dimension describes the level of affiliation or friendliness one shows toward to the other person. So next is the agency dimension. A complementary reaction consists of an opposite response. Thus, dominant behavior evokes submissive reactions and vice versa. So complementarity, teacher shows behavior high on agency, such as directing, supporting, confronting, and imposing, followed by submissive student behavior. Teacher behavior low on agency, such as understanding, acquiescing, hesitating, and objecting, followed by student behavior high on agency. So this dimension describes the degree to which one controls the interaction, exuberates power, or behaves independently from the other. So that's all for my report, and I hope that you understand something, and thank you for listening.